Hello, Planeswalkers of all ages. Welcome to Fatal Draw MTG. And before you hit that swap button, this is not a you clicked on a episode of Deliverance or anything else. This is the MTG channel, and I actually know a little bit about this game. I took a hiatus after War of the Sparks, um, and I jumped back into it after Throne of Eldraine, and it re-sparked my interest in it. And I took a hiatus for a reason, spend more time with my family. I ended up getting a different job that provided me with an extra day off, so I get to spend more time with my family and get to play Magic the Gathering. And I love being able to communicate with the community itself as a whole, and being able to talk to y'all and see y'all's thoughts on certain things, y'all's take on certain things. And this new setup that my wife has got me is pretty awesome. It's a pre-Christmas present that she got me in. Can't thank her enough for it. It's extremely awesome. It looks a lot better. Trust me, check out my last two vids. Did not look that great. This one looks a little bit better except for the face in it. But anyways, I'm here just to do an introduction of myself, what started me in the game, and a giveaway. Or, give a little bit of information about myself and a giveaway. I'm aiming for 50 subs here. Okay, so before we begin, please, if you can, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that bell to get notified every time I drop a new vid. I'll be doing plenty of them, deck decks, take you to the tournaments, everything I can do, and we can have a good old time there. Anyways, now, when I first started MTG, Theros block just dropped out. I was at work one day, and the guy asked me if I heard of Magic the Gathering. I said, no, and he knew I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was younger, and I went to his house, we hung out for a little bit, ended up playing a game with him for the first time. It was a mono green deck that I used, and fell in love with the game instantly. Just the whole concept of itself, the artwork and everything, immediately enjoyed it. I hit up my local game store the very next day, and we only had one within like an hour drive from where I live, because I live out in the boonies. I mean, it's way out here. So, yet again, as you can tell, I definitely live in the boonies. But, yeah, so, and, don't exactly look like the MTG type. I used to be a boxer. I used to be an MMA fighter. Got teeth knocked out of my head. One of them actually was my 2-year-old who decided to take up one of them wind-up toys and just, peg me in my face with it one day. So, yeah, went all them years of boxing and everything and didn't get too many teeth knocked out. Son knocked out one like it's nothing. But anyway, so when Theros block dropped and this new Theros coming Beyond Death, I'm super excited about it. My first deck that I started off with, I walked in the local game store, and they started me off with, I asked around, and said, what do I need to start competing? Because I'm a competitive person. I want to immediately jump in and start competing. And I think it was that Thunderbreak Regent deck that they had of some kind back then, and they had the mono green, kind of like Stompy build, the 2-player build that you can get at Walmart and stuff like that, player, and the mono black. And I took the Thunderbreak Regents, I bought 2 of them, and then one of the mono green and mono black, and I made a deck with it. And I come up with this like red green, type of deck, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. I played around with it a little bit at F&M. Didn't do, I was like 1-3, 1-4. Didn't do that great, but I eventually learned what everybody was doing within a week or two. Immediately picked up on it and built a red-green devotion with Xanagos and Neela, the goddess of the hunt, and it was a pretty awesome deck. It done very well. Xanagos was the one that doubled your power to all creatures on the board. You pair that up with Teamer Battle Rage, Terra Stomper, and stuff like that. It was awesome. It was a fun deck. I really enjoyed it. And as Standard progressed, it went faster to where that deck wasn't performing as well. So I adapted. I went to, yes, a lot of people's gonna hate me saying this. Yes, I went red. Mono red, and I went Red Winds when probably one of my favorite cards at the time, Goblin Rabbit Master, was out, and built a mono red wins deck with Rabble Master up front. You know, it done well. It was I picked up very quickly. I got noticed in the store a little bit. I started winning a lot more, and as time progressed through the Zendikar and everything else, I started building more decks, and I don't net deck, and that's what a lot of these players at my LGS noticed. I never net decked. I always built something different. They always ask me, like, they can't believe this deck's in the top 4 right now at the tournament or something like that. And it's just, I've never been interested in net decking. I like putting my own spin on a deck and being able to put yourself into the deck itself and find your own build. And I took pride in that. And I developed that name, Fatal Draw, when I was playing that red deck. Because somehow, a lot of my games, I would top deck a burn spell for the Fatal Kill, which ended up being my nickname, Fatal Draw. So, I got that, and eventually, I was playing there for a couple months, and I walked in one day. It was after work. I come home, slipped in my pajamas. I was all oily from I was a machinist back then, and didn't shower, didn't do nothing. I just hopped in some stuff, went to my LGS 15 minutes away. Had banana flip flops on and stuff like that, cut off t-shirt, this hat, looked goofy. And I walked in and immediately caught the attention. I seen this wonderful, beautiful girl that the aura around her just drew me in. And we got to talking, and it was literally by chance that we met that night. Because she wasn't going to come. She came with a friend anyway. They was going to leave, and I said, well, before y'all leave, I'll do a coin flip to decide if y'all going to leave or not. Coin flip landed in my odds, so she got to stay. We hung out, we talked, and now we have coming up on our 3rd year of being married this January. So my beautiful wife is supporting me through all this, and it's been great. She's actually a very good player herself. So she actually kicks my butt quite a bit. So, but anyways, I mean, her and my 2 kids, they have been in my life, and Magic the Gathering has a special place in my heart because of that. Because me playing Magic led me to them. So, anyways, our store shut down. Owner ended up passing away. So I had to go to Birmingham and Huntsville and stuff. I wanted to play, and I got to the point to where I was going to these stores, and if I was going to go and play, I was going to go play competitive, like straight competitive. And I started winning a lot of game store big tournaments, that they was doing pre-releases, the championships, a couple of Grand Prix invitation. I mean, it was crazy, and finally they opened up one back close to where I live at, about 20 minutes away. And for 4 weeks straight, I took this deck where the Sparks come out, and for 4 weeks went undefeated. So they started calling me 2-0 Briscoe, along with Fatal Draw, because every time I'd walk up to report the score, they just automatically hit 2-0. Because it was funny, but I'm not that type of person, because there are a lot of great people out there that play. It's just they're net decking, and I thought it was hilarious that I was taking this deck that I built personally, and it was completely different than anything else anybody was doing, and won that much for 4 weeks, went undefeated. So after that, it took a hiatus, and I come back and Throwing Bell Drain dropped, and I love the concept of it because it's storytelling. The artwork everything looked just gorgeous on it, and it really brought me back into the game. So I made a couple of quick deck take bids. Y'all can check them out. It wasn't highest quality. I just put together what I bought in a bundle and a box and some cards I had left over and everything like that. And I do still have the original deck that I done those 4 weeks straight undefeated in, and it's still standard playable. And at the time I was doing modern as well. So I mean, I know what I'm doing when it comes to this type of stuff, but it's a little bit different. Like I said, I do not net deck. So if you want something different, if you want to see some different combinations of stuff, come check this out. And quick shout out to some of the people out there that the real good channels that I watch. Pons Brown, Bad Boy Gaming, Joey Moss, Strictly Better in MTG. Dev's pretty awesome on that. I mean, his deck decks is completely different and janky too. I like jank decks. And anyways, y'all sitting there. I'm just trying to give you a backstory on me and what kind of concepts I'll be coming in with. And I want y'all's input. Y'all's input matters to me. What y'all want to see, I will try to make happen. Y'all want to see some tournaments. Y'all want to see some deck techs. Y'all want to hear me talk about the bands. Anything y'all want to do, just drop in the comments, and I'll get to it. And this new setup is helping me out a lot. And now, as far as the giveaway goes, here we go. Now, I said I wanted 50 subs. So, what I'm going to do is, when we hit 50 subs, first you'll be getting a mat of my choosing. It could be one of the Star City Grand Prix mats that I had that I'll sign, or something different. And also, you'll be getting 2 copies of Suspension Field, which was the very first promo that I actually got when I first started saying this foil. You'll be getting 2 copies of that. They're in mint condition. I kept them because that was the first 2 promos that I got when I first started playing. So, y'all be getting 2 copies of that, along with Angrath, Minotaur Pirate, also foil. Let's see if I can get this in there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that whip. Oh man, that looks awesome, don't it? You're getting that. And then this is actually taking off a little bit because of, if I already mentioned, them builds. Niv-Mizzet Reborn will also be going into that. Okay. And then, well, this one started August. Once upon a time, there's a guy named Shane, aka Fatal Draw, that wanted to start up Magic again and hoping to get subs by coming on here and doing a giveaway. But in all seriousness, yeah, I do appreciate y'all watching my vids. But yes, this will be going in there as well as part of the giveaway. Now, how I'm going to do the giveaway is, once we hit that 50 sub mark, the videos I'll be doing, I'll be dropping hints into the video. And I'll ask a question after we get that 50 subs. And I'll be dropping, like I said, hints throughout my vids. And I'll ask the question, and the very first person to respond and answer that question correctly and put it in the comment section will be the winner. I may change it up. I may do a randomizer like Pons did. I may do something different like that, but for right now, that's what I'm going to go with. And I think that's pretty cool. That way, y'all maybe can keep up with me and keep up with my vids and everything like that. And I'll be doing a deck tech tonight. If you want to see, I got 2 decks I want to do. I do have a Rakdos build of Knights that's a little bit janky, a little bit different than what other people are doing right now with that build. I do have that, and I also have the deck that I went them 4 weeks undefeated with when War of Sparks is out. So, whichever one y'all want to see me do, if y'all see this video before I actually do the deck tech tonight, if I get to it, drop a comment down below. Which one do you want to see? Which deck do you want me to see do a deck tech on? And I'll do it. And then anything else you want to drop in the comments, any side notes, anything at all, you're more than welcome to. And I applaud y'all for it. I appreciate y'all taking the time out of y'all days to watch these vids. And I want to communicate with y'all. I want to be able to be involved in this community and try to and not let this fade away. This is something that means a lot to a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, and us connecting across the globe, across different states and everything like that, it's amazing to me. Like I said, I'm still learning out all the setup and everything like that, and I'll get everything worked out as I go. But until then, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell for a notification every time I drop a vid, and leave a comment down below. Which deck tech do you want to see tonight? And if I don't get any comments by the time I upload this, I'll go ahead and pick one, and I'll do a vid of it. And shout out to the people that's been supporting me so far, and everything else, and the advice that I've been given. It's helped out a lot. And I'm going to end this video with May You Draw Well, and Fatal Draw is out. Peace out, guys.